come down to Silver Spring, is there like a place for you guys to skate or what?
I mean, not really. Sometimes we go to turf, but that's hardly ever we can go there. We get kicked out by security. All the spots are knobbed. There's police everywhere. You know, it sucks. So there's not much you can skate around here.
Do you ever get kicked out of places when you skate?
Yeah, once, yeah.
What happened?
He said he couldn't skate anywhere here from down there or over there.
Yeah, I get kicked out everywhere I go. Get kicked out. When we go to turf, go downtown. We've gotten kicked out of Potbellies for holding a skateboard. Get kicked out of all the garages, all the white buildings, everywhere. You get kicked out everywhere.
Well, there's this cool place called K-Town, and like, if you could just have something just like that here, that would be really tight.
K-Town is pretty much the closest we have to a skate park around here. It's in Kensington, and it's basically like people built boxes and ramps and rails and stuff, and you can skate them there at a little basketball court.
K-Town is where everyone, like, in the Silver Spring area comes to skate without getting kicked out, because normally, like, wherever we go, police will come and tell us we're not allowed to skate, and like everywhere we go, people will kick us out except K-Town. K-Town's the only place you can come and skate.
All of the stuff that's put in is run by the skaters.
It's pretty much all of us. Like, we build the stuff, you know, we maintain it, and it's ours.
Yeah, I helped build the newest sledge. So
we make our ledges, you know. Not always skate parks are the fun thing to skate. Sometimes you just want to put street spots in a skate park.
Skateboarders don't need that much to have fun. We just need a box, a ramp, and a rail. That's all we need.
We throw in money and we'll build, you know, like the new ledge that we've built. Dan Mealy pretty much paid for most of it. You know, a bunch of us threw money down for it. So most of it's our money that we've built and spent and, you know, put time into.
There's been a cookout here to help raise money for the ramps. Everyone pitches in to pay for the ramps, and it gets cleaned up every once in a while by the skaters.
It's like one big family. That's pretty much what K-Town is, a big family.
When I moved here, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know any skaters. I thought I was the only skater in Maryland. And I was at this indoor park, and this guy named Andrew Baker was like, "You should go to K-Town." I'm like, "What's K-Town?" He's like, "Just get on the 34 to Bethesda and ride it all the way, you'll see it." And I saw it, and there was like 50 people here. And they instantly all became my friends.
Skaters need to be the one that, you know, work to put the input on what they want to be built. So they'll be there at the skate park, and I think the government needs to be the ones who listens to that.
You know, skateboarding is about expanding your horizon and, you know, skating new different things. At only skate park, you know, you're only allowed to use what's there. Say we take a cone, you know, put a cone on the ramp, they make us take it off because, you know, we're not allowed to use it. So it's definitely important for it to be not government run, you know, let the skaters choose what should be there and, you know, like what could go into it and, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. We're skating it, you guys aren't skating it, so.
I don't know, that'd be a reason not to go. You could just go to the street and risk getting kicked out, risk getting in trouble.
If you're trying to keep, you know, skaters off the street and, you know, you want to protect your government property, then you can't ask them to pay for something because they're just not going to go. Not all skateboarders have the money.
I think a new the new style of the skate plazas is definitely even though it's more expensive, it's a better idea because it would attract more of the skaters who typically wouldn't go to the skate parks to these places.
And what's the skate plaza?
It's kind of a skate park, but it's geared around the more urban types of ramps and ledges.
Absolutely. I tried starting one in Olney, and that didn't, you know, really work. But this is definitely a really good place. Like, if there were more than one of these, that'd be unbelievable. Like, that'd be perfect.